All right, viewers, and thanks everybody for tuning into the smAsho News Network, least busted name in news. We've got a coronal mass ejection unfolding as we make the video. Some portions of this coronal mass ejection are still in the corona right now. And if you watch our daily space weather videos, you may have seen us forecast this earlier this morning. We did have a coronal mass ejection watch in effect. And all the activity is in the southwestern limb. So if you direct your attention to this area down here, the entire southeastern quadrant was associated with this event, and the filaments anchor all the way toward the area by where this coronal hole is, and we'll show you some more views of that momentarily. That's the coronal hole. We see no sunspots right now, but there are a bunch of filaments still on the Earth-facing portion of the solar disk, so this could be an ongoing thing. So there's that happening, and that started to release around 12 o'clock noon Universal Time. There, you should be able to see the timestamps pretty well there. So we should have some spectacular videos about this tomorrow, some close-ups of that area and so on. And again, there still are more plasma filaments around here, up here, and over here as well. So there still is significant potential for additional coronal mass ejections. Here's a view from stereo A located at Lagrange point 5, and we'll show you the raw data first, and allow me to vanish. And there's a good view of that from stereo A. Again, this is still in the process of ejecting. Here's a difference image that may give you a better indication of the shape of that. This coronal mass ejection appears to be about to miss the Earth to the west. It looks like most, if not all, of the ejecta is not Earth-directed. And we've got the SOHO spacecraft as well. That's located at Lagrange point 1, in between the Earth and the Sun, as opposed to at Lagrange point 5, where stereo A is located. And you'll see that ejecta start to come out of the right side of the disk there, and that would be the west, where we expect the coronal mass ejection to miss. Although there is a huge filament associated with this, again, and it is not entirely ejected yet. I would redirect you back to this 171 angstroms view. You can still see that there's this long filament that's still kind of connected to the sun there. And so these things often regularly take several hours to completely unfold. This one gives you a great view in 193 angstroms of all of the activity there located to the southwest of this coronal hole. And you can see a big flow of energy going this way. So again, it is an ongoing event, and it didn't really require any sunspots or anything like that. I doubt there are any solar flares. Let's take a look and see if there are any solar flares. I'll show you the map of the X-ray flux here. I mean the graph of it, rather. And so there you go. There's a prime example of 0 solar flares, 0 sunspots, and a significant coronal mass ejection once again documented here. So we'll show you a 304 angstroms view here real quick as well before we close things out. I think I just pressed the wrong key, folks. I apologize for that temporary aside. And there you go, and you can see this filament stretching out of frame there. And again, it looks like it all kind of headed out in this sort of a fashion in a westerly direction. And we'll close things out with another 171 angstroms view. Actually, we'll go to 193 as well. There's 193 again. Great view of that coronal mass ejection. And we'll have close-ups of this tomorrow in tomorrow's daily space weather. If you don't normally watch, We do make a daily space weather video every day, and there are pushing 600 of those in the daily space weather videos. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. If you enjoy the content, please don't forget to press like and subscribe, share with your friends and foes on social media, and we'll see you soon at the Smash News Network, least busted name in news.